everybody, this is Clara. You've seen her before, and I've had a very momentous week and didn't feel like being on camera, so Clara expressed some interest in taking part in Shorty September. So what she did was she gathered a bunch of books that are short ones, and she wanted to go through them and quickly show you what she's gonna pick from for her piles. And we're gonna keep track of the page numbers so that by the end of the time that she's showing you her books, I'll tell you how many pages she has, and we'll calculate to see if it's possible for her to read all these books in 1 month. So let's get started. So Clara, why don't you show us the first book on the stack and we'll go from there. Tell us what the titles are and the authors.
This is Animal Farm by George Orwell. I knew that. It's about these, I think it's the animals that aren't communist. It's something communist and animals, really famous classic. You've probably heard of it or read it.
Okay, why don't you tell us how many pages that one has?
Yes, okay, 140.
Okay. What's the next one?
Guts by Gary Paulson.
Yep.
It's true. The subtitle is The True Stories Behind Hatchet and the Bryan Books.
Oh yeah, I like Hatchet.
Yeah, I've read all 5 of them. So
how many pages?
That was really interesting. 148. And then this one is 20 and 10, which I have definitely not read before. Never read before.
You can have rereads. That
Oh,
counts.
okay. I didn't know if it was allowed. It's about, I think, if I recall correctly, this convent who hides Jewish children during World War II. It's fiction, not real. But
page
yeah.
count?
76.
Okay, that's a good one. All right, what's next?
Oh, I didn't read the author for this one. This is by Claire Hutchett Bishop. Next is Perhaps by Lawrence Craig Green. There aren't any page numbers, but it's short, as you can see.
Do 60.
Sure, 60.
Okay.
Here, this one's not really well known. The author's kind of underground. Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare.
Very funny.
Thank you. I am. Like 123.
Okay.
Well, no, 123 is fine.
Yep.
And then this just collection of Monet artworks and like a little bit about them. There are also no page numbers on this, which is not helpful.
All right, we'll do 70 for that one.
Okay. And then The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. I think I got this on Amazon like a year ago. I don't know anything about it.
Well, I think that's pretty well known, so you don't have to describe that one.
Good to know. There's like 120 pages in this too.
Okay.
And one of the ones I'm excited for, The Stupidest Things Ever Said, Book of All Time Stupidest Top 10 Lists. By Catherine and Ross Petrus. There's like 230 pages in it, but it's just lists, so I think I'll get through it pretty quick. Then what I'm really excited to reread is People of Walmart, Shop and Awe.
Is there an author on that one or an editor?
Adam Kipple, Andrew Kipple, and Luke Weary.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like 215 pages in it.
Okay.
Then we have The Sky is Full of Song, which is a collection of poetry.
Who's the author?
It's a collection of poetry.
Oh, it's a collection,
yeah,
sorry.
There's a few. 45. We have A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Again, not super well known. It's kind of like an indie book.
She likes sarcasm.
Yeah, again, you probably, hopefully, know the story of this one. I highlighted books in the back when I wanted. There's 68 pages in it. And then Milk and Money by Rudy Bohr, which is another collection of poetry.
And it's a satirical
It's a parody of
parody.
Milk and Honey. Yeah. I've read a few of them. They're funny. I have read Milk and Honey.
How many pages is that one?
Right, 127.
Okay.
And then I hope I'm pronouncing this right. The Weir by Connor McPherson.
Yep.
It's a play by this Irish guy. Seems pretty.
This Irish guy.
Well, it is. He's Irish.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems interesting. There's like there's 50 pages. Yeah.
Okay.
Next we have Mysterious Messages by Gary Blackwood. Just like spies and secret messages. Got that at some thrift shop. 160. We have Instead of Three Wishes, Magical Short Stories by Megan Whalen Turner.
Okay.
That has 132 pages. Then we have FBI Files, Catching a Russian Spy by Brian Denson, which I'm guessing is about catching a Russian spy.
Self-explanatory.
I'm guessing. And there's like 150 pages in that. Then one of the most mature books on this list. I'm actually not sure if I'm allowed to read this. Scooby-Doo and the Fairground Phantom.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard some, like pretty
Mixed reviews.
Mixed reviews, yeah. Like warnings about this book, so it's like less than 50 pages. There's like 50 or so pages in it, yeah. And then If My Body Could Speak by Blythe Baird. Can you see it? Okay.
Yep. Is that a poetry collection?
Yeah, it's a poetry collection. It has, I've read this before, I liked it a lot. It has 80 pages in it. Oh, the Scooby-Doo book was by James Gelsey. And then another poetry collection, believe it or not. All These Urban Fields by Louisa Fenicho. My middle school after-school teacher, her friend wrote this.
Oh.
So she gave me a free copy.
Cool.
And I haven't read it in like 3 years.
Pages.
49. Poetry Out Loud, National Recitation?
Recitation?
Yeah. Contest. The Anthology. Ooh la la. Which, as you can guess, is a poetry anthology. It has 168 pages. Then we have The Report Card by Andrew Clements, which is one of my favorite Andrew Clements books. I've read it a lot. Yeah, it's just a children's book.
It was pretty fun though. I read it too.
Yeah, I mean, with the really heavy like Scooby-Doo type stuff that I
Yeah.
have in here, I'm gonna need some.
Yeah,
some
you need
stuff
some comic relief
Yeah,
after
some stuff to lighten the
Scooby-Doo.
mood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which has 173 pages. Then we have Boston 100 Years Ago by Walter Kendall Watkins. This is an old book. That's
Very,
like the
very
inside,
slim.
like the title's like upside down on the spine. So
How many pages in that? 20?
yeah.
25?
About, let's see. No, over 50.
Oh.
Like 55 or something. Then we have From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Baisley Frankweiler.
Another awesome book.
Yeah, by E.L. Konigsberg. Read this in like elementary school. Bought my own copy so I didn't have to steal the teacher's copy.
She was known for doing that. Wonder where I get the idea.
What?
How many
That's
pages is that?
crazy. I would never.
That was a good book.
I would never do that. Like 160. I know this one does not look short, but like these are the pages.
Yeah, you could easily read that in a day.
Yeah. It's David Williams from like the UK like top game show, also a children's author. Grandpa's Great Escape.
That looks
also
good.
very mature. And then we have Winter in the Blood by James Welch. Am I supposed to be telling people what these are about?
No, but what's that one about? Just a little bit about it.
I'll read the first line.
Okay.
It's kind of long. Narrated by a young Native American living on the Fort Belknap Reservation in Montana, Winter in the Blood is the unforgettable story of a man living out the tragedy of his people.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
How many pages is that one?
137, about. And then we have, oh, I hope I don't butcher his last name.
Oh, Paulo Coelho.
That. The Alchemist. Thank you.
Yeah. A lot of people have read that book.
Yeah, it has 182 pages. Only got a few left. And then this is a book that I got for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Hotels of North America by Rick Moody.
Is that one a novel? What's the first line or two on the back of that?
Yeah, it's a novel. Reginald Edward Morse is one of the top reviewers on RateYourLodging.com. Whether he's extolling luxurious destination spots or decrying the horrors of barred windows and bulletproof plexiglass, Reginald's unflinching, hilarious reviews display more than a wit and yearning that can't be contained by a web browser. They tell his story.
Okay.
And then the guy disappears.
How many pages in that one?
195. 196. Then we have The Dull Garden by Mary Downing Hahn, which is like a children's horror novel, so...
That doll is
scary.
creepy. Dolls are creepy. Okay.
Yeah, it has...
That's what we want to do, is give a children a horror novel for nightmares.
You're fine.
I just said give a children.
Yeah, I know.
Give a child.
This has 128 pages. 3 more left. We have The Yeti Files, Meet the Big Feet by Kevin Sherry. It's a graphic novel about, you guessed it, Yetis. It has 122 pages. Then we have The Breadwinner by Deborah Ellis. I'm pretty sure this is like well known, made into a movie.
I like that cover.
Yep. I also got this at a thrift store. It has 152 pages. The last one, you will never guess what this is about. It's called New England's Mad and Mysterious Men by Robert Ellis Cahill. No idea.
No subtitle needed.
Complete mystery. Yeah, it's really short. I got it at a New Hampshire bookstore. 47 pages.
Okay, so now we have a grand total.
It's wobbling.
Ready? 3,613 pages.
Okay.
So, if I divide that by 31, I think September is 31 days.
Yeah.
That means you have to read approximately 117 pages a day if you want to read that whole stack.
Okay.
So is that your goal, Clara?
Yes.
Yes, she has taken on the Shorty September challenge. So let's see. I think she's going to be a lot more successful than me, actually. I'm going to be the slacker.
Probably. You're known
Probably.
for that.
So that's it for this video, folks, for Clara taking over middle of the book march for this. I'm filming on Wednesday, the 24th. And yeah, that's it. So we're both going to do Shorty Septembers together, see how many books we can read. And that's it. See you in the next video, everybody. Bye. Say bye, Clara.
Bye, Clara.